Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and welcome back, well not welcome back, but it's another review, it's monthly special thing, and today it's NarniaVember. So it's November, but with a Narnia related, and today I'm going to review my thoughts, well not really my thoughts on the review series, but this is actually my thoughts on the Lion of Witch in the Wardrobe film. And, you know, not the 1970s one that I'm gonna probably review next year, but the actual 2000s one. And personally, I like this movie very much. I prefer the 80s crummy, bad special effects, costume related. It's a good program in the 1980s and 90s with Narnia BBC program, but it's really good in that version. But this version is good, but it has more action and more special effects, proper special effects than the 80s one. But I mean, like, I like Jadis, but I like Jadis more because she's over the top in the BBC version, but in this one she's just a horrible person. But it's just a usual horrible person you might know about, but just killing people with a special wand or something like that. Icicle wand something. But yeah, the first time I watched it was a kid. I felt I preferred the old 80s one. I don't really like the 2000 ones, but I got used to it. I didn't get used to at first with the beavers. The beavers are like weird because the Vicar Dibley beaver and the other beaver, I can't remember what his name is, but they both look good, they look the part, but they don't act the part, and that's quite annoying because the old beavers didn't look the part in the 80s one, in the BBC production, but they actually sounded the part. So I really don't like it when this one, and in the film, they do good, they're not the best, but I like it okay, if you watch the film and you agree with me, put in the comments down below what's your opinion on it, if you agree with me or not, you know, if you grew up with this and think this is wonderful and stuff like that. And is it the dark, but the one that played the boyfriend or the crush had, you know, this girl had a pig nose or something like that, a pig nose. Well, Penelope or something like that, I think I said it now. Penelope, she, in that one, Mr. Tumnus is good in this film, but not that good than the BBC. Everything in this film is good, but not as good as the BBC production. I don't know why. The special effects and the costumes are really bad in the 80s, 90s, Narnia ones, but they're actually good in that. But in this film, is that the only thing that's good in the film is special effects, and I think the director or the producer, whoever made this film, was responsible for making Shrek. So I'm just saying that Shrek is good, but not that good than the Lion of Witch in the Wardrobe when it comes to the effects. But I'm sorry if this review is really short. It's just like I haven't watched this film for ages. I've watched it recently, like 2023, 2024ish. But because I watched it some months ago, and I'm making this video really in July time because I feel like because I got work, I can't do that and do a video at the same time when work is coming up soon. Well, in real life anyway. So I have to make these videos back to back, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I like Lucy Pevensey, I like Susan, I like Peter. I like Edmund in this version, but not that much. Okay, in the old version, they're children. They don't act like what you expect in the books, but they do fine in the BBC production. But this one, they do good. But I like Peter more in this version because he's trying to be more like an adult and more like a father figure because of the war. But in the BBC production, he's like trying his best to be a father figure, but at the same time a really shitty version of it. But I mean, like, it's okay. I'm not going to review Prince Caspian in this version because I'm focused on this one, not this one, this one. Okay, so, but yeah, I like this film. I thought, okay, so, Qui-Gon Jinn, who plays Aslan, he did fine. The one who played Aslan in the BBC production did fine as well, but like Qui-Gon Jinn, who played Aslan, he did fine in this version as well. Okay, the only thing I don't like is the beavers. The beavers looked good in this version, but not acted the part perfectly. But if you think it's good, in the comments, if you thought it was good, that's your opinion. But this is my opinion personally. But I'm gonna react to next year, the 1960s Lion Original Wardrobe, and it's lost media apparently. So I'm gonna do another lost media review, sort of reactive video next year about the 60s one, because I never watched the 60s one. I heard of it, you know, the Lion Original Wardrobe 60s one on BBC or ITV or whatever it was, but I didn't. It's complicated, but yeah, I like the Lion Original Wardrobe. It's kind of a Christian sort of thing, and it's not a Christian thing at the same time. I wish they did the Silver Chair on film, because that's the last one out of the four ones, and I only done 3 so far. Lion Original Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and the Dawn of the Dawn Treader. The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, sorry. But I mean, like, the Voyage of the Dawn Treader, personally, I'm not going to tell you all my thoughts on that. But my thoughts on that is like, it's good, but it's not that good, because they mix the plot into something else a little bit. And that's what I don't like about films. I wanted to be exactly what the book or the previous version was, you know what I mean? Or the story, I mean, and not the special effects and stuff like that. But for not for the Dragon's Eye, but Lion Original Wardrobe, this film, personally, I feel like it's good. The special effects is good. The costumes are good. The fight sequence at the very end was good, because in the BBC production, because my mum thought it was crappy in the BBC production of the last fight with Jadis and the gang. That was kind of shitty in the BBC version, but I like it here in this version. But there's lots of updates to this, not updates to like remastered versions of this film, but you know, sometimes they do updates to a previous version and then make it into this version, and this version is better with the fights and the battles and the special effects and stuff like that, and the story plot. I don't know, but I prefer the BBC production. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude that this film is bad and like, okay, look, the reason why I don't like Jadis, like the one who plays this bald woman in the Marvel ones, I don't like this version because she's not. Personally, I haven't read the book, so I'm not sure if Jadis is good enough to be in this one or not, if you know what I mean, if this actress is good or not. But it's complicated. But I'm like, yeah, what do you think? Put in the comments down below. And personally, if you watch these films and you think they're really, really good, it's up to you, because I feel like I'm a Narnia person. I'm not into Lord of the Rings, but I like Lord of the Rings. It's the same with Star Trek. I'm not a Star Trek person, but I like Star Trek. But with Narnia, I prefer the films, a little bit of it, and a little bit of the BBC production. But I mean, like, with the BBC production, personally, I feel like the story is good, the costumes are shitty, there's not much proper action in that, but the story is faithful to the book. And with this one, they just introduce a fox, played by Prince Charming from Shrek, and the fox is supposed to have dinner with the other animals, because it was in the book and it was in the BBC production. I don't know why they changed the plot. It's the same with the Prince Caspian and the Voyage of Dawn Treader. The Voyage of Dawn Treader. Seriously, why did the Blue Angel Aslan dinner thing didn't get married with King Caspian. I think the writers are thick in that one, but I don't know. But yeah, what do you think of it? What do you think of? I didn't talk about much of this film because I haven't watched it for a while, and I know the plot because I watched the film loads of times over the years, and personally, I like everything in it, but not the details. The details were and as I said again, I'm sorry for repeating this. I'm just saying that the special effects is good, the battles are good, but not the details between the book, the BBC one, and this one. So that's all I want to say. I'm so sorry if it dragged on a little bit, but that's all I want to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. If I've got anything else to say, I'll put more in the description box below, if I can anyway. Bye.